Hello, guys. Welcome back. Remember how I was doing the thing to find out who the God in church was? Like, who was I praying to? And I kept getting all these different answers, which made sense because a lot of gods answer us. But I was like, who is God? Who's really God? Like, who was God? And I'm doing the guided meditation, and just bopping about in the forest. And I felt God's presence, and I'm like, okay, let's work on this. Who are you? What are your names? And I went through like 20, 30, well, not 20 or 30, but a bunch of biblical names, and nothing seemed right. And I said, it's okay. And I said, I wish you could give me a sign. I said, well, you can't do that in virtual reality. So I go out and I go to watch the news on CNN, virtual reality app. There is a Phantom of the Opera clip on the CNN virtual reality app from the musical. I'm like, now I know who God is. God is Loki. And I said on Facebook, that means he has heard every single one of my confessions, because in Catholic Church, it is thought that if you tell a priest everything you've done wrong, God absolves you of it. I never thought I did anything wrong, so I would either make up stuff and confess because you had to go to confession. You weren't allowed to be like, nah, good. Or I'd confess stuff that I'd confessed times before. So I was either lying or making stuff up. Because I was like, I never believed in confession. I didn't see why a God we were taught was all-knowing needed you to tell him what you did wrong anyways. He already knew. He knew he was watching you, or his angels or saints were watching you. He had you on lock. He already knew what you did. He was like a parent just waiting for you to come and tell him. So in that sense, I get confession. The priest is standing in for God, because in their religion, you have someone between you and God to act as a buffer, so you go poof. And, so it was Loki I was talking to all that time in a Catholic church, and I know he knew when I was making stuff up, because I felt like a sense of amusement. Like, I'd be like, I took a penny, I chewed gum in class, like stuff I didn't even do. I would say I did just so I could have something to confess, because you had to go to confession. And Loki was probably standing there like, oh God. You don't do anything wrong. Why are we doing this every week? And they would tell me to say Hail Marys and Our Fathers. And I didn't understand. It would say 5 Hail Marys. So I would say Hail Mary 5 times. And I would say Our Father 5 times. I was a failed Catholic. From day one, it was no launch. I was a totally failed Catholic. Which explains why my God, who I felt was God, was ultimately Loki. And for horrified Christians out there, they've kind of made it clear that any God can go into any holy space, or any space at all. They don't need to be invited or prompt. And they don't really care. They're not there trying to scratch each other's eyes out. So yeah, I found out who God was. And he heard every confession I ever made. He's never gonna let me live that down. Yeah. I feel like I should have known this. Like, it was like ultimately there all the time, but whatever. And I've been enjoying the CNN app, because I've been able to, like I said, I saw the Phantom of the Opera thing. They have a lot of news stuff, and you get to watch the news in VR, and you get to. It's not always totally VR. And sometimes, like, when it is, it's like super fuzzy. But you get to see a lot of things. Like, I got to see a lot of statues of gods and temples and that up close, and that was amazing. So Now I know who God is. I always wondered why I would say these names and God would be like, yes? You can call me that if you want? And it was weird because as I was in the meditation, I was getting this feeling I used to get of God, like they tell you in church, God, of being everywhere, of being in everything, of being kind of like this transcendental deity that's absolutely in everything, which is what the stories of gods that mate with absolutely everything, like rocks and trees and stones and stuff, mean. Even Loki's not quite that strange. Shut up. And he's so real. Yeah, I am. But that's usually what it means. It means that God is within. Oh, shut up, Loki. Within everything, imbued into everything. Oh, shut up. Something about having Loki inside you. Shut the hell up. Okay, so bad God, bad. And I shouldn't share half the stuff he says, but yeah, I always got those kind of off-color jokes in church, and I just thought I had bad thoughts. No, my God's a smartass. I love him, but he has a very bad mouth on him. He's a bad boy. Yeah, I'm getting this sassy look like, yeah, you haven't seen bad yet, just you wait. But no, seriously, we've been enjoying our Sarah early. We had like everything, and he's just being naughty, and you wouldn't normally get any extra videos, but yeah, Loki's God. That's something else, and he's something else, and any bad jokes he can make, he will. This explains why God was inappropriate all my life. Yes, yeah. So I will see you guys later. I am like trying to ignore him. He is suggesting new interpretations of everything they ever said in church, and he can keep his little yip yap shot. And I still love him. It's just he's highly inappropriate God at times. It's not like it's bad. It's his holy nature, but he's bad. Very bad. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Bye bye.